Welcome to our introduction video about how to report misconduct. This is Paul. Paul has been with his company for 5 years now and is a responsible employee. Today, Paul goes home disappointed and crestfallen. Paul has witnessed his supervisor taking a bribe. Now, he's uncertain what to do. He fears consequences for himself if he communicates the incident. He is afraid of bullying, losing his job, ruining his future. But he can't reconcile keeping quiet with his conscience. In the evening, Paul does some research on his PC at home and finds information on his company's whistleblowing system on the intranet. He opens the link and ends up on the introductory page. He quickly feels understood. It seems important to the company that he shares his concerns. Paul understands that he can report anonymously and still communicate with those responsible. He confidently clicks on the Submit Report button. He's pleasantly surprised by the security standards and enters the CAPTCHA. He can match his observations with one of the categories. He clicks Next and lands on the report page. The questions help Paul to describe all of the important information. Paul is relieved to be able to send photographic proof to support his report. He also decides to create a postbox. This way he can always access it with access data. It is important to him that he can communicate with the person in charge in a protected way. This way he can answer possible questions. Paul carefully notes down his personal access data. He also notes down his reference number, which he receives as proof. Paul is happy about how easily he could submit a report. Relieved, Paul goes to sleep. After a week, Paul wants to check whether he has already received an answer to his report. When he gets home in the evening, he accesses the BKMS system on his private computer and selects the button Login on the introductory page. He takes out the piece of paper on which he noted the login data from the drawer and enters them. Paul is now in his postbox and sees that an examiner has replied to him with a few questions. Paul starts answering. Paul is relieved that the company takes the reported incident seriously.